Montgomery City Council regular meeting for October 14th, 2025 at 6 p.m. We have a full quorum. Appreciate y'all being here this evening. If you please make sure that your phones are on vibrate or silence, that would be most appreciated so we're not interrupted. With that, we would like to have an invocation done by Mr. Zulovich. Please, if you all stand.
Heavenly Arbiter, we implore your divine intervention in our city council meetings. Instill in the hearts of our leaders a passionate pursuit for impartiality and a fervent desire for fairness. Banish favoritism, uphold righteousness, foster unity. Let true justice echo through each decision. As stakeholders of this community, we pray for wisdom and discernment as pillars of their actions. Amen.
Amen. Now the Pledge of Allegiance to the American flag.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor the Texas flag.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
I can't do that. Okay, I received one from public forum. I received one speaker request form. Ms. Finch, if you would please come to the podium, state your name and address, and just remember you have 3 minutes, and we do not speak back. It's not dialogue.
Okay, Patricia Finch.
Thanks.
I live at 151 Abner Lane. We purchased it in December 31st, 2019. I just have 2 questions. I am on the HOA of the Lake Creek. So we haven't got our streets approved yet. What's the problem? I know we have done all of our part. I'm questioning why it's completely signed off and finalized. That was one thing. The other question is, has there been or will there be an impact study on the flooding with having that church built there by Ransoms? And I'm on Abner and the water flows downhill. And I'm on Abner Street. And I'm concerned, is there going to be an impact study or has there been an impact study on that issue of their development? And that's my 2 questions.
Great. Thank you very much.
I will say, if you would like to come up here and talk to me, I'm the city administrator, we can answer those questions.
Yeah.
Oh, can I do
Not
that?
right now.
Yeah. The good thing is that he does have the
Are you
answers.
going to send me an email or somebody going to?
I can speak to you in person if you want, or however you like.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Ms. Fitch. Appreciate you. Okay. Consent agenda. Item number 4. Consideration and possible action on the City Council regular meeting minutes of August 12th, 2025. Number 5. Consideration and possible action on the City Council regular minutes of August 26th, 2025. Number 6. Consideration and possible action on the City Council regular meeting minutes of September 9th, 2025. Number 7. Consideration and possible action on City Council special meeting minutes of September 15th, 2025. Number 8. Consideration and possible action on the City Council regular meeting minutes of September 22nd, 2025. Number 9. Consideration and possible action on the revision of Rick Hanna CBO Partners LLC service agreement to align the term with the city's fiscal year. Number 10. Consideration and possible action on the following resolution. A resolution of the City Council of the City of Montgomery, Texas, authorizing the signers for all City of Montgomery banking accounts with First Financial Bank and providing an effective date. Number 11. Consideration of possible action on a resolution calling for a public hearing to be held on November 10th, 2025 on an application by Weekly Homes for a special use permit to place a temporary construction trailer on a residential lot located at 703 Gunner Court in the Redbird Meadows development known as Briarley. Number 12. Consideration and possible action on a resolution calling for a public hearing to be held on November 10th, 2025 on an application by J. Patrick Homes for a special use permit to place a temporary construction trailer on a residential lot located at 707 Gunner Court in the Redbird Meadows development known as Briarley. Number 13. Consideration and possible action on a resolution calling for a public hearing to be held on November 10th, 2025 on an application by Perry Homes for a special use permit to place a temporary construction trailer on a residential lot located at 710 Gunner Court in the Redbird Meadows development known as Briarley. Council, you can take these cumulatively or individually. What is your pleasure?
Make a motion, we accept them cumulatively.
Motion by Mr. Donaldson that we accept these cumulatively. Seconded by Mr. Olson, or did you have it? Seconded by Mr. Olson. That we accept these cumulatively. This motion is debatable, amendable, requires a majority vote. All those in favor of accepting all of these cumulatively, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, say nay. The ayes have it, the motion carries, and we will accept the consent agenda cumulatively. Public hearing. The City Council will receive comments from the public on the below listed items. Speakers will be limited to 3 minutes. Persons wishing to speak during the public hearing portion of the meeting must sign in to participate prior to the meeting being called to order. Item number 14 on your agenda. Convening a public hearing on the application by Cruz Real Estate Ventures, LLC, on a request for a special use permit at 22205 FM 1097, Waterstone on Lake Conroe, 01 lot, Res A-2, for a restaurant with accessory drive-through service. It is 6:06, and we will convene into public hearing. It is 6:06, we will close this public hearing. Regular agenda. Number 15, consideration and possible action on an application submitted by Cruz Real Estate Ventures, LLC, for a special use permit at 22205 FM 1097, Waterstone on Lake Conroe, 01 lot, Res A-2, for a restaurant with accessory drive-through service. Miss
Thank you,
Tim.
Mayor and council members. This is a restaurant located at 22205 FM 1097, or a proposed restaurant. The lot is zoned commercial, so by right, the restaurant is, again, permitted. But with the addition of the accessory drive-through service, and I'm sure you guys recall, that it would require a special use permit, and that is what they have applied for. So at this location, again, it's just on the south side of FM 1097, right next to Atkins Creek. And the drive-through, the path of the drive-through is going to go behind the building and around the side closest to Atkins Creek, and that's where the drive-through is going to be. We don't know who the tenant is going to be, but there is a drive-through window in the plans. And that's why we asked for them to apply for the special use permit. And the Planning and Zoning Commission has reviewed it. They are recommending approval, subject to the condition that if there's a change of ownership on the property, the special use permit would expire and they would go back in front of P&Z and the City Council to apply for the special use permit.
Are we concerned with the amount of asphalt and non-pervious area being so close to an area that is very active, as in water, and moving of ocean, it looks like an ocean, moving of dirt and water?
It will be reviewed during the civil plans, so I'm sure that there's a plan for how they would address that stormwater drainage during that time. Right now, it isn't at the level of civil review, as far as I know. I don't recall if they.
It's just a big concern.
And unfortunately, even if they're, concerned whether we want it or not, if they build with basically an approved drainage study, there's not much.
I understand, I still want it on the record that I asked, because I'm quite concerned about Atkins Creek.
They've submitted, they don't have approvals for anything. They have submitted a drainage impact analysis as well as civil site plan showing that they're proposing detention on that site and maintaining it prior to the control improvements.
Okay.
So again, this is an application for the special use permit of the drive.
Make a motion, we accept agenda item number 15 as presented.
Motion by Mr. Donaldson that we accept item number 15 as presented.
A second?
Second by Mr. Olson. This motion is debatable, amendable, requires majority vote. It's open for discussion.
I think, do we have to have forfeits on this one?
No,
Am I reading the wrong one?
we're asking about a drive-through,
Yeah.
number 15, for a special use permit. All those in favor of accepting number 15 as presented, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, say nay. The ayes have it, the motion carries, and we will accept number 15 as presented. Number 16 on your
Time
agenda.
out.
Wait.
That is an affirmative 4/5 vote on an ordinance. Grant
But we don't
special
have to do it
permit.
individually, it's just making sure that there's 4 out of 5 that vote yes. If
That's
2 said
correct.
nay, then it would be a problem. Yes, that's right.
It's a action.
On an application.
I'm
Yeah.
just reading it off your notes.
You just
right
have to
here.
have 4 out of 5 say yes. And we had all 5 say yes.
It says special use permits, the city council by affirmative 4/5 vote.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and hold this.
What page number are you on?
140. Section 98P-27, special use permits.
Yeah, I think you're fine, because it said if made by ordinance, but that's not how it's in here. That's just out of the government code book. Straight.
She's cut and pasted.
Okay.
All right, number
I just want to
16.
make sure we didn't miss
Okay.
it.
You had no notes anyway, so it would cover it either way.
All those in favor, we already took it. Number 16, consideration possible action authorizing the mayor to sign the escrow agreement by and between the city of Montgomery and the developer, Montgomery Flex LLC, and authorizing the city engineer to prepare a feasibility study summary memo for the proposed 2.73 acre development. Mr. Rosnowski.
Right. In your packets, you'll see a copy of the agreement. It's a standard agreement we all seen before. I'll directly refer you to page 157 of your package. You'll see a proposed site plan for this development. So what this is on 1097, adjacent just east of the water plant site on 1097, is a office warehouse type development that's being proposed. Right now, this is just for the feasibility study. We say summary memo, as there's already water and sewer along the frontage. So it's not a full, 10-page packet of all the impacts, because it's a relatively minor development. This one and the next one is. So that is in here, and this is just for approval of that escrow and allowing us to start. You go on page 58 of your packet, and a couple pages after, there's more information on the development itself. Some example photos, as well as some of the proposed use and potential tenant types, and some renderings and other photos of what we're proposing.
So is the zoning there commercial or is it industrial?
It's planned development.
It's the
Part of
PD.
that PD zone, so that'll be one that we can look at. But it's typically allowed. They have spoken to the architectural control committee, who controls that, and they have offered or provided no objection.
Maybe I missed something. Have they said what the proposed development is?
Office 3 spec office warehouse
Yeah, go
spaces.
down. There's a whole rendering of it.
Right down, I passed it.
157 is the site.
Keep going.
So no,
Oh,
Yeah.
they not made a square tenants yet, but just spec spaces.
Gotcha.
Make a motion that we accept item number 16 as presented.
Motion by Mr. Zulovich that we accept number 16 as presented.
I'll second.
Seconded by Ms. Langley. This motion is debatable, amendable, requires majority vote. It's open for discussion. All those in favor of accepting number 16 as presented, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. The ayes have it, the motion carries, and we will accept item number 16 as presented. Number 17 on your agenda. Consideration of possible action authorizing the mayor to sign the escrow agreement by and between the City of Montgomery and the developer, Cox Communities LLC, and authorizing the city engineer to prepare a feasibility study summary memo for the proposed 2.5731 acre development. Mr. Wisnowski.
So same thing as the last one, different development. Go to page 169 of the packets and subsequent pages, you'll see where this is. This is the property located immediately behind the former Jim's Hardware, and they are looking to build the relocation of the Crawfish Kai restaurant in this location. So you'll see in your packets the proposed site plan, building, outdoor space, parking, followed by a couple renderings of what they are proposing on the site. So what this is in front of you tonight is just approval of the escrow agreement to get that process started, as well as authorizing us to go ahead and proceed with the feasibility study. There's a little more to this one. It's a larger tract, obviously the impact on Clever Street, as well as we are going to be looking at in conjunction with the downtown sidewalks and stuff like that to make sure connectivity. So there's a little more to this one than the last one, based on its location and what it's connected to.
There's some significant drainage on that lot as well.
There is. So this was previously looked at, and they were proposing a detention pond in the back. Different type of development, so that's kind of a restart, but yes, there's still a lot of drainage on the property that goes down between the homes over to Berkeley that has to be
Addressed, yeah.
addressed.
But the rendering, it looks really nice, and it looks like it's going to fit in with our aesthetics.
Yeah, the Clever Street issue, though, is one thing that I would consider, too, because there's a lot of traffic going in and out of there.
Yeah, but between the size and capacity of Clever Street and its connection to 105, saying that they're responsible for looking at Clever Street entirety is but at least from that connection point, we're both
To 149.
49,
is definitely a consideration that
Yep.
will be included in our report.
I make a motion to accept agenda item number 17 as presented.
Motion by Mr. Donaldson, seconded by Ms. Fox, that we accept number 17 as presented. This motion is debatable, amendable, requires majority vote. It's open for discussion. All those in favor of accepting number 17 as presented, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. The ayes have it, the motion carries, and we'll accept item number 17 as presented. Number 18 on your agenda. Consideration and possible action authorizing the mayor to sign the lease agreement by and between the City of Montgomery and the tenant leasee, Kristen Eakes, at 14426 Liberty Street, recently acquired by the city. The lease would cover the use of the secondary structure in front of the property for the purpose of operating a seasonal, small-scale food service business. Tilly?
Okay, so this is the Montgomery original snowball location that is in front of previously known as Jim's Hardware. We just wanted to restart or renew that lease. There is no change in the rent. And she did sign the lease agreement after, all of this got posted, so it is ready for the mayor's signature if you're authorizing the mayor to sign on that lease.
How much is the lease? 150 a month, is that right?
I think it's cute. It still adds to the charm of the town, especially for the city hall.
It's going to continue to operate as a snow cone place.
Yes.
I make a motion to accept agenda item number 18 as presented.
A motion by Mr. Donaldson. We accept number 18 as presented. Seconded by Ms. Fox. This motion is debatable, amendable, requires majority vote. It's open for discussion. All those in favor of accepting number 18 as presented, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. The ayes have it, the motion carries, and we'll accept number 18 as presented. Number 19 on your agenda. Consideration of possible action on casting one vote for the Texas Municipal League Region 14 Directors Election.
official ballot for your recommendation to select one from Sally Brinson, Robin Collins, Tom Cruise, Emmanuel Diego, Josh Pratt, and Frank Robinson. Give me a minute spell that, say that right.
Frank's part of our county. Have representation.
Yeah, Shannon. Works for me.
I received notification from two of them asking for our vote.
Yeah, I see
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah, I
But
do too.
I didn't receive anything from the rest of them.
Yeah.
Did you receive anything from Mr. Robinson?
No, ma'am.
No, I didn't either.
Did you? No. Miss Branson and Emmanuel
Guerrero.
Yeah.
Guerrero.
I still think locally is, we might actually get some representation, like Sarah said.
I'll entertain a motion.
I make a motion that we accept Frank Robertson.
I'll second the motion.
A motion by Ms. Fox, seconded by Mr. Olson, that we accept, that we nominate Frank W. Robinson, Councilmember of Shenandoah, for TML Region 14 Director election. This motion is debatable, amendable, and requires a majority vote. It's open for discussion. All those in favor of electing or selecting Frank W. Robinson, Councilmember Shenandoah, for TML Region 14 Director election, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. The ayes have it, the motion carries, and we will request Frank W. Robinson, Councilmember Shenandoah, for TML Region 14 Director election. All right. Number 20 on your agenda. Consideration and possible action on a resolution of the City Council of the City of Montgomery, Texas, to nominate candidates for the Board of Directors of Montgomery Central Appraisal District.
Didn't we do this already?
Mayor, Council, doesn't that look like the other attachments are part of there? I had a resolution there. Oh, wait, no, there is a resolution, and it's to nominate who you recommend. And you can do up to 2 nominees. Last year, we had recommended Mr. Wilson.
And we do it again this year.
Well, so last year,
How do we do it one at a time?
we did that actually in January, right? And they haven't decided on that one because they don't give you the results until November, December of this year for that nomination.
Okay.
I don't know if I could be nominated for 2 spots.
No one's raising their hand, you might have to be. We'll spell your name differently.
I see you can't, it's fine. It's fine.
Are we doing one at a time or 2? I mean,
You can do both,
well, I recommend or nominate Casey Olson.
in both spots or one spot?
I don't
We
think
just
you can put
nominated
me in
him
both.
only last year.
I'll take a spot.
There you go.
Okay, well then, hold on, we have a nomination for Casey Olson and, or is that just one? Okay. A motion by Mr. Donaldson that we nominate Casey Olson for the Montgomery County Appraisal District position. Is there a second?
I second. I don't think I can
You
vote.
can't vote. You have a vested interest in here.
I second it.
Okay, Ms. Fox has seconded. All those in favor of nominating Casey Olson to the Montgomery County Appraisal District Board say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. The ayes have it, the motion carries. Nominee number 1 will be Casey Olson. Nominee number 2.
I nominate Tom Chulowitz.
All right, nominate Mr. Olson made a motion, Ms. Fox seconded that we nominate Tom Chulowitz as nominee number 2. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. The ayes have it, the motion carries, and we will nominate Mr. Chulowitz as number 2. All right. Number 21, consideration and possible action on the preliminary plats for Briarly, formerly known Redbird Meadows, sections 4, 5, and 6, development number 2006. Mr. Rosnowski.
Good evening again. These are for the preliminary plat approvals for the next 3 sections of Briarly. There's a total of 112 lots. These are on the east side of the development along Womack Cemetery. So working from Old Plantersville down along Womack for 112 lots. So on page 199 of your packets, you'll see a copy of the memo from me. It regards, just a reminder of the variances that have been previously approved. One thing to update on is, if you remember, the 15-foot side yard setback on 20% of the lots. So based on what they have platted to date, they're sitting at 14%. They have a lot of their larger lots planned in the future sections, and so that total will be made up. It was on an aggregate, we went back and checked, not per section was 20%, but on an aggregate.
Total,
That's
right.
So as of today, what they have submitted either in final plat or preliminary plat totals 14%. And they expect to have a higher percentage in the future sections to make that 20. But we are tracking it, so they are aware of it, we are aware. Planning and zoning was presented this at their last meeting on October the 8th. They offered no objection to the preliminary plats as presented. And the actual plats follow on this sheet. And then the other thing is you will see these again for final plat. That's when I'll actually be recording, signed, recorded, and at these being at the final planning time. This is just preliminary, which sets the balance for it.
When they do the final planning, though, they're gonna have to do it under Redbird, right? Or no?
No, yeah, they'll do that with Briarly in parentheses,
Right.
like they've had it on the agenda.
Yeah, they can change the names of the class. This one, years ago, we went to the development network, because they changed the names so often. We put the development number on there. But yeah, it is, Briarly is the development now, but a lot of our agreements were Redbird.
But the state says it's Redbird, because doesn't the state have it as Redbird?
Yeah, the owner of the property is, well, the owner of the property is JDS, Johnson Development Services,
Yeah.
Old Plantersville. So they are signing off on the owner, but they can title the plat, whatever they need, as long as we're consistent. So if they, between preliminary and final, they go make significant changes, they'll have to restart the preliminary plat process, or if they wait for more than a year. So you remember Montgomery, they waited more than a year, so they came back. But based on they're constructing this section now, so it's.
Chris, I know that with this development agreement, we had put in the agreement that the developer had to redo Old Plantersville Road because of the heavy trucks. And is that also the same for Womack Cemetery? Are they?
So there's no access onto Womack.
Right.
There might be.
I was going to say, there could be construction access, yeah.
There has been, but actual development traffic has not. I know Center Point, or not Center Point, excuse me, Mid-South was using that for electrical install and was causing issues with their trucks. The only connection onto Womack is the lift station site, which only Public Works and
That's in the back.
utility would access. As far as your question on the road, yes, that is in the agreement. There are ongoing conversations with the commissioner on the timing of those improvements. So county has funds available to do a portion of the work, as well as the developer putting in the turn lanes, et cetera. So that's active.
So then are we mandating them to go down Plantersville to come into Briarly? And I don't know, if there is a median there to get over to this. Or are they going to access it off of Womack Cemetery?
I will see what they're actually doing. I believe, do you remember on their plans, their construction entrance? I think it was through the section. Through the section. It was through the section, not off the Womack.
Okay.
Construction entrance. Now,
I've seen,
I'll ask
trucks.
our inspector if he has noticed anything.
Read that over again about
Womack's
that,
not
what you just
a
said.
great road anyway.
Their construction access
right, we don't
should
need
be
to
through
screw
the
it.
neighborhood into the sections, not off of Womack. based on
This starts, we
their
took it as
plans.
PTJ, this is, I mean, just, it goes here.
Just not very
How much of Womack Cemetery is in the city limits?
About 700.
Not very
Yeah, I was
long.
gonna say, not very much, and then it's county, right?
It's not very much, and there's a lot of the right of ways around here, there's a lot of paperwork is lacking, but not a whole lot. Definitely not.
I just don't want to be on the
hook.
hook for that. And
Yeah.
if they said that they were going to do the roads, I just wanted to make sure
Correct,
that
and
that was
there,
going to
if
happen.
they damage it during construction, we will have to
Sure.
fix it during construction. But as far as like a full repay, like it's proposed on Old Maryville, that was not.
Okay.
the context.
So is Plantersville just going to be repaved as asphalt?
Correct, asphalt, well, presumably it's gonna be asphalt, is what the county will do, because it is still a county street. But they will add, my understanding is Red Briar will add turn lanes. They will pay for a portion of the repay and widening to add some more shoulder width, because the lanes don't carry together. So adding width to the road, adding turn lanes, and then a full repay, it's really a the whole road is falling apart. So it's not just the top coat, it's a full mill, rework the base and build it back up.
I make a motion to accept agenda item number 21 as presented.
Motion by Mr. Donaldson, we accept item number 21 as presented. Seconded by Mr. Olson. These motions are debatable, amendable, requires majority vote. All those in favor of accepting item number 21 as presented, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, say nay. The ayes have it, the motion carries, and we'll accept item number 21 as presented. 22, consideration and possible action for the City Council of the City of Montgomery, Texas to nominate one candidate for the Montgomery Economic Development Corporation.
I nominate Casey Olson.
I'm already on it, man.
It's your term that you're renewal.
Is it? Mine's due.
It's a renewal.
Yes, your renewal.
Renewal, so do you want it again?
Oh, man. Yeah, read that bottom sentence. So current city member up for renewal. There's a motion by Ms. Fox that we, no, Mr. Donaldson. Mr. Donaldson nominated Casey Olson. Ms. Fox made the same recommendation and motion. This motion is debatable, amendable, requires majority vote. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Those opposed say nay. The ayes have it, motion carries. Can't say a word. You're already done. Number 23. I just want to hear the ayes. Move on. Number 23, consideration possible action for the City Council of the City of Montgomery, Texas to nominate one candidate for the Crime Control and Prevention District.
No.
I nominate current council member for renewal, Carol Langley.
Ms. Fox made the motion that we accept renew Ms. Carol Langley. It's seconded by Mr. Donaldson. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. The ayes have it, the motion carries. Carol, you're staying on. Number 24, discussion on Sourcewell.
All right. I wanted to go over this, but I wanted to kind of start. I this blue sheet here that we handed out is kind of, I'm not going to sit here and read it to you.
Thank you.
But I'll start with a little bit of a story, you know, how you got here, just to remind you how we got where we are. The chief had brought you Sourcewell back a few months ago. I didn't put the date down. And when you look at Sourcewell, Sourcewell is just like a cooperative. There's a lot of them. We use other ones. But it gives you the opportunity to enter into a project or buy products for that matter without going through the bid process. So that's really the benefit of what you have here. Now, if we look at the McFate Group and EBI Texas, those are the two companies that we're working with. And they're part of, EBI Texas is part of the McFate Group. So right now, we're in the design phase of this. We're in the very early beginnings of this. And I think on design process phase 1, you can kind of see that. The McFate Group is working on the architectural plan. You know, they've sent out people that measured the building, they've done all those kind of things. When they decided to go with the McFate Group, a lot of that had to do with the chief and meeting Dennis, who lives here in Montgomery. And is this company based out of another state? Yes, they have a footprint here. That doesn't mean that we're not going to hire contractors or others from here. And matter of fact, we've had the discussion with Dennis, you know, that's what we do. We try to do that, you know, whenever possible. And it's not likely they're going to bring anybody from Michigan all the way down here because the cost of that would be limited. But I know that was some of the questions. What's good here, as you can see, in the phase two, as we kind of get the rough idea of what we're doing, we'll bring it to the council, we'll be able to look at those things, you'll be able to give your input as well, where we're headed, you know, as we go. A lot of that's going to start with the cost estimates, and if you look at, where am I at? Yeah, I'm not reading.
Phase 2 page.
Yeah, if you go to the visual flow charts, kind of, it gives, that's the one I like. The McFake group started this with the design, EBI of Texas to kind of take it from the next level. They'll work with Sourcewell at that moment, they'll engage Sourcewell, they'll look at the vendors who have already been vetted and approved in the state of Texas. They'll pick from them, they'll meet with them. And as they do that, then they'll pick those, we'll know who these people are. We can review that as part of the process, if you so choose. And then they'll start construction beyond that.
And we are making plans for a second story,
Yes.
and
We're
at least
looking
we
at
have
multiple
the
options, because
Yeah,
here's where we are right now. We're looking at the money, how much it's gonna cost. Looking at, like I said, we did the study, you know, where we're gonna be in 10 years, how many employees we're gonna have, are we gonna fit, you know, if we don't fit. You know, so we've got all of that together now, you know, we've gone back and forth a little bit. So now we're kind of looking at the square footage, so we know what we need, and we know what's gonna, they're putting the numbers to it now. The second floor, is it a blank second floor with nothing on it? Is it, you know, built out immediately, you know, with offices? Is it what's the-
Mezzanine?
rotunda.
Mezzanine, there we go, that's the word I was looking for. A mezzanine style, which is a little cheaper, you know, it's just a walkway with offices. So we're looking at all those options now. It's not really, we're not really into designing it or anything, we're just saying, okay, well, what will fit? Number of people, square feet, size of offices, you know, what would that look like? And that's what we'll bring to you real soon.
And y'all will have like the, who's sitting where, whatever, like with the.
Yeah,
website.
we've done that
Yeah.
now, you know, we've
Okay.
kind of looked at multiple options, of course. The police department, because of the way they function, you know, downstairs, if we did the up and down, downstairs makes more sense for them. But council chambers and that needs to be down too, we don't want to have people, but offices for administrating, you know, being upstairs is not really a problem. So we're kind of working through those things to see where people would be located. Just because it's interesting, the secondary building that's out there, we've looked at, you know, potential uses, there's very few. The way it was built, it just doesn't, it's, to be honest, it's better to be torn down. But we'll bring all that to you when we look at it, because Chief wants a sally port and some of those things, which are gonna have to be built on the outside of the building, so we've looked at that. We've looked at putting a portion of it, even more square footage on the outside, maybe beginning, and leaving the second level blank for future, and, you know, paying for what's the cheapest now, and we have a lot of options so far.
That's good.
But I
You
think,
need.
you know, to answer like Stan's question, because I know he's asked me a few times, when you go to the Sourcewell, could we have picked somebody that was here in Texas, a company here in Texas? Maybe. But a lot of the companies that do this type of work are multi-state companies anyway. So not all of them, you know, have only an office in Texas. So I understand the concern there, but I think you'll be pleased with the contractors they bring in, because they're all going to be local use people. So far from what I've seen, it is. And if you guys have people that come to you and say they want to be, you know, they want to bid on something, I've had a number of people ask me this. And I said, yes, you can register. You can also talk to Dennis, because they're the GC now. Talk to Dennis and ask him if they can get on. And it's really a simple process for them to get into Sourcewell. They just have to sign an agreement that they agree with the government pricing that's already bid in. They have to meet certain things that they do, which is underutilized, minority companies, you know, you have to have a certain number of those. If that answers you.
Yeah. Well, I still haven't grasped it totally myself. You know, I looked through this brochure, it's very impressive. You know, I can tell they do good work, I don't have any problem with that, except for the fact that about 95% of what's in here is new builds, not that much rebuilds. You know, I'm concerned with somebody that's wanna go in there and knows how to tear up concrete to get the plumbing redone and all that stuff. And as far as being based in Michigan, Michigan is not a right-to-work state. That kind of bugs me, you know, that they don't have right to work there. And so I don't know if any of that will play into contracting, you know, people here in Texas. I looked into, you can go online and look at the top construction companies in Texas and get a whole list of approved general contractors right off that list. Like the Zachary Group, Austin Industries, Turner Industries Group, and Crossland Construction. Those are the 4 biggest in Texas, and they in the $1 billion range companies. And, you know, I'm just a Texas boy at heart, and, you know, I want to see our money go to people that live right here in this state. And, you know, I've said it before, I'll say it again. We have the 9th largest economy in the world, not in the country, in the world. This is a big state that has a big footprint. And I find it amusing that we tend to want to go outside the state to get other people's opinions. And, you know.
I don't think that was the goal, Stan. The goal was just to work with somebody that does this that's their job. And that's happened to be where Sourcewell is located. But the guy lives here, and he was at Faith and Blue. I mean, he lives in Montgomery.
Well, I understand that, but, you know, the other problem is, the way I understand it, is you're trying to get this process on a fast track, and I think haste makes waste. So I don't want to get it on a fast track where we do something and get out ahead of ourselves and then regret something we've done.
But it's not the guy from, the company from Michigan that's being hasty. Those are 2 different things, right? And I don't think y'all are being hasty at all, but we need to move forward because these people.
No, the speed and efficiency this delivers is we don't have to go through the standard government bid process.
Which is
takes
painful.
forever, and we would have to bid it out, depending on the general contractor, we'd have to bid out pieces of it too, probably. Because it's hard to find a certain person that will run the entire project. So that this already gives you the pricing that's approved by Texas government, and it also gives you the ability to skip the bid process. It doesn't make the project go, that's gonna go with any speed. You guys will have the opportunity to look at the prices, look at the contractors, look at everybody that's coming in, and.
We just have to do that 45-day bid process. When you do that, and then you have to take everybody's bids, and then you gotta go take, I mean.
Well, then you don't always get the best.
No, you don't always get the best.
I understand the format, I just don't understand how they can come to a point where they've already vetted the pricing. How would they do that? I mean,
Well, that's Sourcewell and all cooperatives here in Texas, the school districts, the counties, the state, we all use the same thing. They've already priced out, and when these guys bid on these projects, they have to use already established prices. Because if they didn't, then we would have to go to the bid, because this is millions of dollars, and you would have to go through the bid process.
And it's public funds.
Right.
So anytime you do government work, Stan, so when I was building military homes, the general contractor would come in, right, and he would, you know, it'd be stupid, $50-60 million project, then we would come behind and bid into the project. But we had set rates that we had to pay hourly, and we had to hire local people. And that was, in order to get the contract, you had to do that. You had to hire local people based on set rates, and then you bid off of your efficiency and your materials. So
It doesn't, so that doesn't affect the Michigan right to work state or not right to work. That doesn't have any bearing on, because these are going to be local,
Their product here in Texas.
yeah, local people, local businesses.
Our architect right now is from Michigan, and the company owner lives in Michigan, but everybody else is here that will be part of this. Now, I mean, we've already signed a contract for at least this part with them. If in the future you wanted to make it, you know, more obvious that you support Texas, I don't think there's a problem with that. I think this went because Dennis lives right here in Montgomery.
And we
so-
voted on it.
Yeah,
And that was a part, hey, we said that we wanted this.
I wasn't even here yet.
Yeah. So,
Which,
but he's been
that
great.
doesn't mean that, let's just say these guys are terrible, or, you know, we have big problems with them, you know, you can always change. I don't foresee that, but, because it's really the contractors that are gonna do the work that will be, these guys are
That's the overseers.
designers, architects.
This is Card, where he lives here in Montgomery. So, we're gonna have the building done by end of December?
Very close.
We're gonna give Stan a heart attack. We're gonna go, he's
Depends on
gonna.
depends on what year you're talking about.
I'm gonna stay here.
So the process, I mean, you're happy with the speed of the process and the product that you're getting from Sourcewell and
Yeah,
others?
really, we're so early, we don't
Yeah.
know anything.
Sure.
We're really talking about dollars and if we, we're breaking it out even in square footage, The areas around the police department with different items that they have to have is way more expensive. If we do elevated things, that's more expensive. The council chambers, because we want to leave it open, is a little more expensive. Offices are the cheapest of all. We're trying to keep the plumbing where the plumbing is, so we don't have to chop up a lot of the floor, so that's really the.
Better
But
than,
yeah, I think we'll have something to bring to the council pretty soon, at least, with some visuals so you can see what it looks like, and some pricing based on if we do this, if we do this, if we do this.
and you'll come and show it to council. I don't, we want to be like that, we're not trying to like
The
run the whole thing,
architects
I think we'd
would
like to keep a finger, like we know
Yeah,
what's going
that's
on.
what we talked about, because really haven't got too far yet, but, they would fly back down and put it, because they got a computer thing that does 3D,
Sure.
so we can show it up here, and, so you can at least visualize it. We've talked about, the community center, the way the rock is there, and we talked about the front of the building, kind of mirroring that. So we've got ideas only.
Yeah.
We don't have anything to see yet.
Any other questions? All right. Then we will move on to departmental reports. Item number 25, finance report for the period ending at 8/31/85. 25. 85. Oh, Lord. Either went backwards or real forward.
Right. I don't have anything in particular. Anybody have any questions about the report?
Thank you. All right, next up, item number 26, Public Works Monthly Report for August 2025.
All right, evening, Mayor and Council, got my report in front of you. Happy to answer any questions you have on it.
I know it didn't happen in August, but congratulations to Jose.
Yes.
That's exciting.
Yes.
Very good for Jose.
That is good.
Good kid,
How long has he been here?
just over a year.
Okay.
And I
Yep.
have to tell you, I called Mike I actually sent a text to Mike this morning at 7:01 because I had no water. And by 8 o'clock, we had water.
I was right behind you texting him.
Hayes already knew about it, they're already around.
But I did find out that it's still open to
Water?
No.
Well, we had water at 4:30 tonight.
I know,
We did have water at 4:30.
yes, we
didn't
did have water,
at
because I went out
6:30.
walking and there was water, so I don't know, between 6 and 7, there
It was
was.
about
No,
7:30, wasn't
it
it?
was actually just a little before 7.
We found out about that, so.
Yeah, yeah, so I don't know what happened then, but yeah, that's been the,
But thank you.
You bet.
yeah, it was good.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Anything else?
All right.
All right, thank you. All right, next up, Utility Operations Monthly Report, August 2025.
All right, you guys have the report in front of you. Do you have any questions or anything I'm going to go over? 92% accountability. We're doing our regular flushing. The water usage is up. Of course, not this morning. And fuse disconnects.
So is that what happened?
Yeah, it was fuse.
The fuse.
Essentially, the disconnect itself.
So, but the generators came on, correct?
Generators came on, but part of where that disconnect was, it actually caused the power not to get on. So, but we got it up and going.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, it totally, when he told me it was 3, I was going, oh my gosh, we don't even have 2 back online. Scary.
Yeah.
Yes, we're anxious to get that online, absolutely. Page 2, if no questions on the first page, just made a statement on compliance with the discharge permit for the wastewater plant. So, looking good. And then, looking at Lone Star, you know, you're good for the year. And then, that's it. Good for the support.
Thank you, appreciate you.
No problem.
Easy enough.
Thank you.
All right, number 28, August 2025 PD and CEPZA report. Chief Solomon.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Well, thank you guys for coming out to face your blue.
Thank you for all your work.
It really helps for the
Good job.
citizens to see you. Next year, we're gonna get you some shirts that him and her, because that way they'll know who you are. But, yeah, thank you guys for coming out. You guys were talking about all the trucks that are coming through here. I've tasked Lieutenant with getting us with DPS to get some of our officers certified on those commercial vehicles, because it's gonna help. As you can see, we're stopping them from coming down this road here because they've got tearing up the roads. We're gonna get a couple of officers certified to inspect those vehicles and try to get some of the bad ones down. But ones that we've been stopping lately, and then having DPS to come by, they've got lots of really things going on with their trucks that they're shooting on the street. So we'll be taking a look at that, just to let you know. But if there's nothing else, got any questions? That's it. Thank you.
Chief, I was gonna tell you, Marilyn Schultz did a really good job, but I counted the tickets that we did for registration, and we had almost 200, and I know half the people didn't even register.
Yeah, and yeah, we're looking at getting more people registered, but we think it was between 500 and 600 people.
It was a bunch.
Yes. Great job, and thanks for having all the faith leaders out there. That's the most we've ever had, and that was fantastic.
It was really good. All right, thanks a lot, folks.
Okay. All right, 29, Ms. Duckett for August 2025 municipal court report.
Good evening, Mayor, Council. We have the August citations were 236, and the revenue was $49,936.55. Do you have any questions for this report?
Ms. Duckett, there's been quite the uptick. Good job. All right. Number 30, discussion on engineers monthly report.
First time on here, we added an exhibit to the back on page 276 of your packets with all the capital improvements going on to help just keep everybody oriented on where things are. So that's now included. We'll include that every month so you see it. Going through the individual items, water plant number 2. So we're doing final testing as we speak. We're working through the flow meter today to get that installed with the old one, new one, get that switched out. But they're still on schedule to be everything complete and online later this month. It's getting there, just final items to get it tested and put in place. Page 2, the main things I want to touch on are the College Street Drainage Project, as well as the Bishop Pump 3 project. The College Street Drainage Project, we had the contracts back from the contractor. They are now sitting in the ARPA funds review, so it has to get the additional review steps with it being funded through ARPA. So that is going for water plant. And so as soon as we do, we'll issue a notice to proceed on that project.
Hey, Chris, do those expire in December?
No, not
Okay.
this December. 8 December, but not this December.
Okay, but they just keep pushing it back.
Right, and this one's a 20-day. It'll be done, when everything gets started. It's 154 days on the next one. So
Okay.
they're, on the water plant 3, that one they're ready to start. We either are just about to or have issued them the notice to proceed. We have a pre-construction meeting with them last week. So it's a long lead time to get the pumps in, but once they're there, they'll go pretty quick. So that'll be in place around March.
Good.
Lift station at the bottom on page 2 of our report, lift station 10, phase 2. That is ready to go. We're just waiting on the deposit of the developer. He's said that it should be any day now, that it'll be here in 6 hands. So once our contractor is ready to move on site.
So they are moving forward.
They are. So they resubmitted plans to that development, so Legacy Lone Star Ridge resubmitted mass grading plans to us late last week, kind of based on the revised layout. We haven't gone through them yet. I think we have 25 plan sets, strata studies, or plots that are going through the review process right now. So there's a lot of them, but Lone Star Ridge has resubmitted to them.
I just didn't know if that gentleman that was buying that other acreage right there on the corner was gonna buy them. Or
Yeah,
so-
I'm trying to remember conversations. I think they have discussed, but they haven't reached any.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Buffalo Springs and C.D. Stewart infrastructure and roadway improvements. We did receive deposits from the Church of Montgomery as well as from BCS for both of those projects. We did receive a draft of their traffic impact analysis from the developer. We have not gone through it yet. There's a bunch of improvements recommended, the turn lanes on 105, Buffalo Springs, C.B. Stewart, et cetera. So we're going through, this is just a preliminary phase. We'll come back to you all with a full update once we have all the work complete. The actual bores for the geotech analysis are scheduled for the 17th and 20th of this month. Over those 2 days, PD's aware because they will be working in the middle of the street. Simonton and Lawson Waterline Loop, that's the Superior Properties project. We also received the deposit from that developer, so that project is in design. No real updates on the next page. On the back, we have the current list of plan or plat reviews that are in and out. There's some that have been sent out or returned since then. That was as a meeting report being written. And other big things to hit. I'll address some of the public comments earlier. So for the Church of Montgomery drainage plan, they have submitted us plans. We have reviewed those plans. We have not approved their plans. Their drainage was considered as part of the overall development was platted as the States of Lake Creek Village. So all of that was part of that plat, and drainage was considered with that. So what we are doing is making sure that they are within the bounds of what that was designed for, with the amount of impervious cover, et cetera, with their plan improvements. And then as well, so related to the street acceptance part of it, still working through the legal side of it with the deeds and the ownership. And Alan, I know we don't have an agenda item, but we can put an update item instead of we get you all an update on that one. Last item, so on page 6 of our report, the TPS permit amendment for the Stewart Creek plant, which is the one behind Lupe Tortilla and Chick-fil-A, that has been submitted, and we are now just in waiting time of the TCEQ. They are very behind, so we probably don't have to get a final permit for that until July of next year. We did finally receive an update on the 1097 Buffalo Springs traffic signal. Since this meeting report went out, they have approved for construction. They have ordered materials. They expect the materials to be delivered in February and installed in March for the signal at Buffalo Springs and 1097. That's a great text I had a couple days ago.
When's Texas going to be done with that 1097 bridge? It completely is locked up over there.
So their schedule they gave us was June. Yes.
There's no way. I was backed up, coming on down over Buffalo Springs Bridge, and it was going nowhere. And this is on a day that there was no school.
Yeah, when we asked them a couple months ago when they started doing on site the construction schedule, they gave us completing in June of next year.
And it's going to be a one lane or one passing for the majority of that?
During working hours, yes. So we'll continue to ask for updates.
Montgomery Ben won't be selling anymore for a while. Who's going to want to do that? Wow.
Speaking of Montgomery Ben, which is the next item on here, thank you for the softball. They expect that signal to get started later this year.
Later this year?
And other than that, we've already talked about it. We've talked about the updates to the rates and the fixed water development board applications and the Kendrick Keys ordinance updates. I will get a schedule sent out. We received something from Kendrick Keys earlier today with kind of updated milestones on the deliverables. I just haven't had a chance to go through that. I know you were asking about that earlier. That's done. That is all I have. Do you have any other questions for me today?
Just skip because it wasn't there. But it's
For 1097 Bridge, because I know I'm going to be asked, what are the working hours?
I will ask. I'll see if it's on their construction plans, what TxDOT has on there. Fully funded and control tech stuff
I
projects.
totally understand, but
But
June
we-
sounds like forever from now.
I will ask, we'll see what information we can gather and see what they can do, at least hopefully not working around rush hour, that, at 7 to 9 a.m. and 4 to 6 p.m. range is not heavily close.
Because tomorrow's going to be the first day of school that's coming back.
Yeah, we'll,
That's a
we'll
highly
reach
used.
out to their engineer to see if we can get update. Thank you.
I went over the code enforcement, sorry, so, for Rick, so Miss Tilly, I apologize. Come on, I saw CE on here.
Ms. Tilly has officially become the Development Services Administrator. By the way.
Well, we need to have your title and your report on
You
here.
know, Mike,
I still have August and September.
I just wanted to get it right.
Yeah, we need to see an org chart. Let's find out where everybody sits now. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Did you have a
sorry.
specific question?
No, I just didn't know if you wanted to give your report or if you had anything to say.
I have nothing.
I got a question.
Notable, yes, sir.
Okay.
On your report, you had 3 signs items
3 sign items.
under code enforcement.
Yes.
What were they?
They were, 2 of them were for the developments, Briarly and Montgomery Den. And then one was a sign that I had just picked up along 105. There were a few signs that I had to pick up.
I got to ask you, why is the flag still flying in front of the crawfish kai?
We're going to get that down. Same with.
I asked you 3 months ago.
Bar and vines. So typically on a temporary sign, we have, okay, our sign ordinance needs to be cleaned up. But we have a temporary freestanding sign that is allowed without a permit for 75 days. And that freestanding sign, the flag sign, it qualifies under the square footage of that temporary freestanding sign. And I know they've already gone over it, like at least a couple of weeks on those 75 days, but I will get them removed. There are 2 of them.
Yeah.
In the history.
So if they take the sign down for 2 days and put it back up, they're continuing their 75 days, is that correct?
75 days, it doesn't have to be consecutive in a calendar year.
Oh, it's in a calendar year, okay.
Yes, in a calendar year, yes ma'am. So the ones who put out flags while business is open and take it down after the business is open, I don't count that as.
That's not a 75 day thing.
Because it's just during their operation.
During there, yeah.
But they're able to take it right back down. Crawfish Kai was doing that at first. They were taking it out when they're open, and then they would take it back down. But after a while, they just kind of left it up. But I will get that addressed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So sorry. All right. Number 31, building official report for August 2025. Mr. Hannah, not in Hawaiian shirt tonight. Just
No,
for
we
note.
rejected, so I bought a home sale. Still coming behind. Thank you for renewing our service agreement.
Yes.
No changes to it. You have my report as far as the number of permits and such, but obviously things are picking up. In case anybody gets any complaints, I just, the administrator, the new builders coming in, the new superintendents and new trades are all trying to work the system. And so I put my foot down today, no, I'm not going to start doing special trips out for one. And one wants to insulate first and then put systems in later. So I came down today and visited with several of them, but you might get some feedback. The building department's slowing down construction. Their problem is they're having difficulty managing their trades. So one guy doesn't show up, so they want to jump something else in its place. But if you've driven out to Briarly, there's probably 40 homes at some point in construction out there.
They've sold 20.
Yeah.
Have they?
Well, they had a lot of them pre-sold, so.
Yeah. It's wild.
It's rock and rolling out there. Steven,
Yeah.
running that one pretty well, and Cody's picking up some of the other subdivisions, so we're staying busy. Any questions?
No, appreciate you, thank you.
Can I make a recall?
Huh?
Can I'll make a recall.
A recall?
I need to talk to the chief.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, chief.
Yeah, what you got, sir?
I needed to ask, y'all put up a stop sign on Emma's Way. I need to ask, what was the criteria for doing that? How did y'all determine to put that street sign up? I'm not against it. They made it a four-way stop. And, you know, it's supposedly, before the road was even built, the residents were complaining that people were gonna cut through there and
Right.
not obey the speed limit. I
That's
saw
what
you
we
put
got,
it up.
we've gotten a lot of complaints about that, because it wasn't a four-way stop.
Yeah.
So we simply requested, and then last night I got a text from a former city council member saying that the stop sign was up. So I took a look at it today. It's just for safety reasons. Yeah. You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm just trying to figure out, you know, how the decision came to
Don't
be
ask that
made.
question.
In other words, if enough people, you know, beat the bush, you're gonna do something, right? Basically.
Thank you, Chief. All right, I'll entertain a motion for the departmental reports.
I make a motion to approve the reports as presented.
Motion by Ms. Langley, seconded by Ms. Chulowitz, that we accept departmental reports as presented. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. The ayes have it, the motion carries, and we'll accept the departmental reports as presented. Executive session number 32. City Council will meet in closed session pursuant to the provisions of Chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code in accordance with the authority contained in A, Section 551071, consultation with attorney, update on an ongoing litigation. It is 7:07 and we will head into executive session.
Yeah. Hurry. Yeah, they're supposed to be sending it out. The nicest 75-inch
I don't disagree. We have that conversation.
Wow.
It seems like we just got a 6-month.
Trolling. All right. Welcome back to open session. It is 7:22. Number 33 on your agenda, open session. City Council will reconvene in open session, at which time action on the matters discussed in closed session may be considered. A, Section 551.071, consultation with attorney, update on open litigation, ongoing litigation. We have no action? All right. Next on your agenda is council inquiry.
Our next meeting is November 10th.
Okay.
Did I see the quilt walk is this weekend?
Yes.
What?
Yeah, the quilt walk is this weekend.
Already?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yellow Rose is-
Who does the calendar online?
When is our next meeting?
November
November
10th.
On which,
What do I have the 11th?
The
When you
utility
getting
girl?
your utility bill?
Yeah.
Kristen McCain, well, actually Janie, which Janie is now taking it over, but Kristen McCain.
Because some of the events weren't on there, like the quilt walk and things weren't on there.
So we put information on there if it is on the, like the master event calendar, if it's not on the master event calendar, or if people don't notify them upfront, then we don't know what we don't know.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay.
For your next council meeting, we're going to bring something forward. The packets, specifically, we're working with the attorney. The packets being presented to the public as part of the packet or the agenda going out. Information is getting stolen and they're sending out fake emails that ask for money, $5,000, different things. So we're going to suggest keeping the packet just to you guys. If somebody wants to request that, they can do it in the same way they do other documents. It's just, I don't know what else to do.
We can go back to when they used to put, well, that was executive session, they put it under our doormats, but, so you're saying that you will just send us an email?
An email, we're just
Okay.
not gonna post it publicly, so, because they took the data.
Yeah, I got a
exactly
call
off
about
there,
it.
They put in everything, they put the names, and it's just not safe anymore.
But when I get it emailed to me, I can't open it up and make it bigger. Maybe I need some help. But if I go to the City of Montgomery page and I hit agendas and I open it up, I can make it bigger.
The agenda will
So,
still be there, just not packing.
No, the packet is what I'm talking about.
Yeah, maybe we need to figure out what's,
Carol,
Maybe-
you got a new one, didn't
I
you?
figured out how to open it up bigger on the packet.
On
side.
the computer, on the
Yeah.
laptop.
Finally. It took me
Finally.
about a year and a half to figure that one out.
I've been told that there have been emails sent to me and I'm not getting them.
I'm not even.
And they're not on, and they're getting bounced back to, they're getting, that nobody's here by that name.
It's gotta be
Chris,
in the system. We'll have.
So I don't know if there's been
OCS
tweaks with
about that.
it or what, but yeah.
it's-
Chris, our engineer, sent the ones going to the TML, the dinner
I seen
invite.
that email, I was gonna print it out.
But he called me yesterday and told me that I'm not getting mine because it keeps sending it back to him.
We'll have to whitelist some of those, that's the system that's
And
doing that.
then in my email list, it's telling me that I have 13 emails that I haven't been able to get through that, what's it called? Quarantine?
Barracuda.
Barracuda? I don't know. Is that what it
It
is?
is
Barracuda?
Barracuda.
Okay. Well,
That's
it
the system
says-
that blocks these, we have to get it.
It says I have 13 emails that I need to read, but it's got it blocked.
And when there's a thing with the right, for right, you're gonna hit deliver. And it'll
It-
send it.
I'll
help you.
Yeah.
Okay,
So I don't know.
bring your laptop.
Maybe I need a
Let's look and
computer
see.
class.
Let's see what we can do.
We'll probably do all boards and commissions that way, just to be safe with
Yeah.
any of that data getting out.
It'll still be the same way where I attach it to the agenda calendar invite and I email it separately as well, one right after the other. So you'll still receive the packet that
Okay.
route, but no longer, well, once we bring it forward for vote, discontinued publication on the website.
You mean, if you go to the city website, you can't pull down the agenda?
The agenda, yes, the packet, no.
Not all the supporting documents. Not all the supporting documents behind it, because people are stealing it and they're sending invoices. I got a call from a developer who the scammer requested money, and he called me, he's like, Sarah, did you send me this? I'm like, nope.
That's very sad because, you
Why?
know, for a whole year before I even thought about coming on council, that's how I found out things were going on, is when I could get online and get the agenda open and look at the real, what was really behind it. And I did that going back years to find history of different things. So it's a shame to me that, you know, a citizen can't go on our city website.
But the minutes will be there once they're already done, because once the minutes are done, they'll have it all on there when the minutes are done. So passed. It's just the future, because there's people scamming off of it, looking at what's going on our agenda tonight, these escrow agreements, and they'll be sending emails tomorrow requesting that money.
There's
That's
a
not
way
us.
to block download and block screenshots, because my company does that. So you take, some of the things that I get, it's blocked. It won't let you print it, won't let you take a screenshot of it, and it won't let you download it. It is only right there, and that's all.
But they can write it,
What
they can
what
recreate
they're
it.
stealing is the people's names.
Names,
their
Oh,
yeah, and
companies,
they're
their
paying
addresses.
invoices,
Okay.
yeah.
We have the whole thing.
I got you.
Now, in the minutes, we can probably look at being more careful and, you know, black out if it's critical information like that, you know, addresses and things. But they're getting they're looking at the development agreements and they're sending them a bill for $5,000 with all the information. It looks like it came right from us.
I'll be darned. Well, I mean, I had my bank card stolen 3 times in 3 months.
Ooh, holy cow.
Yeah, I had 5 charges on it, on the last one. 5 charges, and somebody got it again.
Oh, holy cow.
You know, Casey, I had that problem for a while, and every time I found it, it was when I stopped to get gas at a truck stop. And I've been, for the last 2.5 years, I've been paying cash at truck stops. It's been one of the places, I travel a lot over the years, and I've had it so many times that I'm really quick, I just pay cash. Because the truck stops are a target for these people that go in there and scan your information.
Yeah, they put skimmers on them.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
skimmers, you cannot catch.
Read your number.
I was at a mini mayor's roundtable, and we were talking about COLAs, going back to all his pay, and they were talking about insurance and how their insurance through TML raised. Did ours raise? 'Cause I thought you asked about
Yeah,
it.
we've seen a rate increase on ours. It was built in.
No, I thought Carol
The
asked. and I
health
said no.
insurance?
Yeah. Because you always ask every year.
Yeah.
No, there's rate increases on there. I
We
remember
did,
them.
we
Okay.
anticipated a rate increase.
How much did
It's
it go up?
18%?
It ended up being 9%.
9%.
Okay.
Yeah, it ended up being 9%.
Theirs was 13.
Yeah.
I don't know what they do different, but.
That's kind of funny because they put out some messages, you know, trying to keep rates low, they say. And then everybody, I'm reading online, you know, because all the city managers and the GFOAT, they're all going, that's not.
Do we
what
have
got."
alternatives? Right, because when people, you know, we gave it 8% potential COLA, or not COLA, but raises, and then that eats it up. What can we do about that? Can we go out somewhere else?
You can always try, but it doesn't seem.
Well, I mean, TML doesn't seem to be friendly.
Well, yeah, but
I mean, it's really
TML
United
is
Healthcare
we ever
or
found.
Blue Cross Blue Shield.
I think Blue Cross and Blue Shield is what we
Almost
had
every
back
time.
when.
And
Yeah.
I was gonna say though, you
Blue
go
Cross
out.
Blue Shield is who we have, and it's, you know, the idea is that, and Cheryl, I'm sure can speak to that, it being our group size
is per
Right.
meal.
Yeah.
And so for us to go
Yes,
off on
that's
our
right.
own, we would be looking at not as.
And I knew that's why we came to TML, because we
But the
were,
first year, they may get a great rate.
that's what it
The
was.
second
Susan
year,
brought
that
it
they
to
will
us.
Get you a lot.
And it was,
I'll
yeah.
remind everybody that we got TML to hold steady for 2 years with no increase. So.
Which was amazing.
That, yeah.
Well, people are not happy about it.
So,
I mean, if we could self-insure and then have like Blue Cross or United be the administrator, that's how most corporations work, right? They self-insure, but we're not.
I don't know if we can, yeah.
Nor do we
I
have
think
the
we
money to
ought to
self-insure.
Conroe could.
rail that for right now.
It's just cheaper for the organization if
Right.
you can, because you're basically holding on to that money and you invest it in all the things. So.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask you a question. The retreat for Saturday, the agenda is just to meet there at the winery?
What day is it?
venue's not confirmed yet.
November 8th.
So
Yeah.
we have to,
What? What?
2 of the places that we were scheduling backed out and said, no, we can't.
We don't like y'all?
Yeah.
So you couldn't do the city retreat?
What city retreat?
We've been talking about having a retreat for all of us to go to.
What, oh, 8th, okay, yeah. I'm okay.
Remember, you couldn't go one
That's
time?
right.
but you
Remember,
wanted to-
we
Now,
did
wait a
this date, was
minute. Are
it
we
you?
having a retreat on the 18th or not?
No, the 8th, it's November 8th.
November the 8th.
November 8th.
I thought it was
Y'all gonna have to
18th.
call me because I don't remember.
Put it on your freaking phone. So then do you need help finding a place?
No, I'm gonna take over and handle it.
Okay.
Someone else was doing it while I was out, and I've been trying to coordinate, and I've not been able to get the communication I need, so I will be addressing it.
Okay.
Here in Montgomery is good.
I guess Ruby's in charge, ask her.
Or outside city limits.
I don't care. What
I'm
time?
not, I don't, never mind.
We set it at 9.
9 it is.
I said H Wines, they have breakfast now, and they'll shut it down for us. But,
I think that is one that came back, because they originally said there's a fee, and I think they came back, we'll check on that.
okay. If you need
Yeah,
help, let me know.
It's the 8th of November.
Yes, the second weekend in November, Saturday,
I thought it was 18th.
starting at 9
Because,
a.m.
Okay, we're going to Justice Place.
What is?
It-
The
No,
8th?
yeah.
he'll charge us way
It's
too much.
of the morning, so
No,
you're
no,
gonna
I'm
be
just saying,
through.
because Neil Diamond's on the 9th, that's how I remember.
Okay, is anything else? Closing agenda, items to consider for placement on future agendas. All right, number 35, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
There's a first by Mr. Zulovich, second by Ms. Langley. All those in favor of adjourning, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed say nay. The ayes have it, the motion carries 7:34. We are adjourned.
Yeah, so the Neil Diamond biography
Okay,
musical.
Sarah.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
I
So
thought it
there's
was the banana thing.
Well, we didn't get into